What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Hey, look, black label, green label, white label, which label? Which label? I said green label, white label, black label, which label? Which label? Look, white label, I got this when the sky's up, when the sun's set. Hey, you don't know I got the black label when it's dark out. Yeah, I gotta work dark night. Green label when the monster out. I ain't gotta go and conquer now. Yeah, I ain't gotta go and conquer now. Look, white label, black label, green label, which label? You cannot give me no label. Mountain Dew need a new label for me. Hey, I got all labels on me. Hey, I said the white label, black label, green label, which label? Green label, white label, black label, which label? Hey.
I'm crafty. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV, live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, welcome. Cover up the shirt because it's bleeding. Welcome. Black History Month has just started, all right? And I encourage everybody to go out there. I don't care if it's something big or something small. Create Black history. Create history for yourself. It doesn't make a difference what you do. It doesn't have to be something on a big scale. Do something small that's going to make a difference in your life. That's history, all right? Black history. And we're going to be talking about Black history all month, all right? We're going to have people on. We're going to support everybody who's doing their thing, living their dreams to whatever, man. Just we're celebrating. That's what we're doing. We're celebrating, all right? Today, though, we are talking, as we always do, about the relationships, the ships that relate. They don't make any sense, all right? Anyway, I was trying to be clever. And I'll explain the Mountain Dew stuff in a minute. All right, everybody say what's up to my boy Moby.
What's up, man?
I'm chilling. I'm telling you, that look like my crib, dude, for real. I'm chilling.
I don't know. I went in the kitchen. I said, no, let me go in the crib and sit down here at Greg's spot.
Yes, sir.
Half lit spot over here.
Say what's up to Marcy.
Hey, Marcy.
She's blushing over there, but she also is mute.
Sorry.
We know where you're at now.
Hello, everyone.
What's good, y'all?
Hey, Marcy.
Hey, Maurice.
So we're gonna do, as we always do, we're gonna talk about relationships. You know, we got even though he's not here, we got the life coach Jeff Relaford. You know,
So Jay Red gonna be on tonight?
He's not gonna be here this week. All right, but we got him. I also want to throw shout outs to, you know, people that are making history every single day. Nyla, what's going on with you? Okay, I hope everything is well. Handle your business out there, making history or light skin history, whatever you do. We want to say, give a shout out to my brother, my youngest in charge, Ujimar, out there making some history, doing some Ujimar things, making history. Okay, shout out to Chris Mills. You know, he's out there definitely making some history. Gina is historically late.
All right, leave her alone.
Huh?
Leave Gina alone.
No, you know me, I attack everybody. Because y'all attack me, and I sit back and I take
But don't nobody attack you, hush.
But it's good, man. So we in Black History Month, y'all. What does that mean? What does that mean to you guys?
Well, to me, I mean, I was taught. I mean, a lot of my family was involved back in the day in Black history. Well, in the movement, especially Panther movement in Chicago. So Moody and oh good Lord, Pool
and them.
Them names.
Yeah, and
Moody, all but them,
all of them over in Chicago. So
that's what I'm myself.
Deeply involved, and I'm gonna tell you, dude, there's a lot I actually learned that we was getting broke down hard in Chicago. You know, they catching those guys coming off the farm and they was killing them in the mills.
But look how far we've come now. Look at us now, man. Look at us.
Yeah.
What about you?
Black history to me just means our culture, where we've come from, where we are now, what we've had to go through, and what we're still going through. And like Maurice, I had family members that actually marched with Martin Luther King Jr. And just knowing my history and the struggles. And even though I haven't had to go through as many struggles as other people, still it's a common thread. It's not something that you necessarily have to go through personally to be affected by what's happened then and what's still going on, unfortunately, now.
No, that's right. See, I know people that marched with Martin Luther the King. All right, and everybody say what's going on with my man Kevin Lamore.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
What's going on, Kevin? Feeling better?
What you doing in my house, man?
Hey, man, I'm strong. You know, we don't have to bring up yesterday. I live in the present.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Can you hear the rest of them?
I hear everyone.
Oh, cool.
All right, what does Black history mean to you, bro?
Man, I am Black history.
There you go.
You know, you guys talked about having family members march with Martin Luther King. My mom started a company called Action Incorporated. Black History Month is Black History Life. I mean, understanding that we were brought here in the hull of a boat, taken from a land where we called home, and we were brought over here, separated for the ones we were loved, we were beaten, we were broken, we were told we were less than animals, we were sold on the auction block. Our women were raped, abused, men were broken to the point that we lost our identity of who we are, not only as men, but who we are in relationships to our women and our family. So Black history, what it means to me is my responsibility in creating a history where we thrive, where we understand, and where we are proud of who we are as people of color in this land that we now call home.
Very well put, bro. Very well put. Very well put. So we are celebrating Black history. And you know what? It should be more than a month. We should still celebrate it, as they say, 24/7, 365, okay? Because we are great. We are doing great things, and we are going to continue to do great things. And we want to celebrate everybody that's doing that as well. So if you're doing some things to create your dream, to make your dream come true, and again, it doesn't have to be a big dream. It can be something that's changing or altering the course of your life that you're satisfied with, that you're great with. Let us know. We'll talk about it. We'll bring you on to talk about it. So today we're doing relationship questions, as we do every Tuesday. And
Gina,
huh?
I need Gina with me. 3 against 1.
No, it's not. I'm equal opportunity when it comes.
I'm just joking. I can handle it.
Nah, bro, you need we get ready to take her. We get ready to take her to
We
college.
will bring salvation there.
Go ahead,
Where
Smite.
there is love, I'll be there.
Oh,
I'll reach out my hand to you, Marcella. If you, I will do all I can do.
All right, now start.
Just call my name, and I'll be there.
See, that's a big brother right there.
That's
There you
what?
go.
A big brother right there.
There you go.
Okay. Hey, shout out to my friend Lolita Smith Robinson. She has a great business. Hopefully, we can get her to come on one day and talk about it. All right. It's all about travel, getting away, doing some different things. All right. Shout out to Levon Whitaker. He's a news correspondent on, forgot the name of the station, but he's out there in South Bend, Indiana, doing his thing, living his dream. I remember when he was in high school, actually. Now he's out there on television doing his thing. Shout out to you, Shayna Gordine. Thank you for tuning in. Got questions, you guys. So let's start them off. And I'll start off with one that'll make you guys talk a little bit. All right. What is your definition of true love?
Oh, here we go.
Well, it's not. It's y'all gave me the questions, and some of the audience sent these in. What's the definition of true love? Anybody can start off.
I will tell you what true love is watching your child come into the world. That's true love. That's true love.
In relation to your...
It's a relationship.
Yeah. Unconditional.
Yep. That's true love.
Marcella, what is true love to you?
Okay. Like you said, watching your child come, putting your children first. If there are times where things are low or short, and having so much love that you're going to put them first to make sure that they're okay. And a lot for some men too, to put their families first before themselves. And with romantic relationship, as a female, it's knowing that I'm protected, I'm provided for, and that
digging for that gold.
You know how I feel about that. You know, that is my thing with a man who talks about his money all the time is, I don't care about your money. Who are you without your money? What's your character like? What do you have integrity? Do you respect women and others? That's, so money, I've been with millionaires, and it's about your character and your integrity first for me.
But a little money don't help.
No, it feels it's good because you can do more things, but I'm not one of those gold diggers. That's all I'm looking for. So again, what true love is to be protected, provided for in not just money, but other ways. And just to know that my man has my back. If I'm kind of down or if I need, he's going to lift me up just like I would do for him.
Okay. Maurice, you're married.
Of course. Well, it actually, to me, it means my wife and my children, period. I think, I know that my wife has always been, 110%, and she's responsible for, me being who I am right now. I mean, that's what I think. And as far as relationship is concerned, I mean, I've always thought that respect, communication, unconditional love, all of those things, funnel into that, what you were saying, unconditional.
And can I add to it that I should have been first? I'm going to do it anyway. True love is Jesus Christ who died on the cross for us.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean,
that should have been number one out my mouth. So
and you think
right, and you got to have that person that's equal
just because he said that.
Pardon me.
Say it again, Greg.
You think that just made your answer better because you said that? He knows.
As far as I'm concerned, it did.
Okay, all right. I'm clowning. Okay, for me, true love. I echo a little bit of what Kevin said. When you can honestly love somebody else a little bit more than you love yourself, you know what I mean? That's just me. in a, I guess, relationship kind of thing, when you are doing whatever you're doing throughout the day, and you think about this person, you wonder what that person is doing, and you just send a text and just say, "Hey, man, I was thinking about you. You know, you good? Cool. I'm good now. All right." Just true love is wanting that person to get up in the morning, and if you guys aren't there together, get up in the morning, text you and say, "Hey, I'm getting up and you're ready to go." Okay, and then you can start your day. Now your day is going to be good because you know that person got up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my wife's good for that.
Yeah.
That's just
Well,
me.
let me give the romantic version. I gave the love of the
Come
heart.
on back. Wait, Kev, wait.
I'm gonna come back.
Wait. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
one up you. You one up me. I'm gonna one up you one more time.
no. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna want one up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a page from my book.
Oh, all
Love.
right.
Okay. That what true love is your spouse, your partner, or whatever. You're listening to that person. I'm going to spell it LUV. Listening to that person of whatever they're saying and what's important to them. All right, without defending your position. Okay, listening, and then understanding what they are saying to you is real, and their feelings are real,
You feel it.
without you defending, and then validating what they said as something that's important to you without you defending. And then we're going to listen some more. That's true love.
All right, Maurice, you said you wanna try to
Oh no, I was just playing with him, just trying to make conversation. Truthfully, like I said earlier, I got this is my second marriage, Kevin. Yeah, you don't know because you've not been on the show. My first marriage was 10 years, and
My first was 22. I upped you.
You know what?
cool.
I'm not gonna
My
stop
second,
that.
wait, my second is 25.
You win. You win there. I got
Okay,
4.
yeah, but no, my
I
first
got
one,
3.
it was 10 years, and I gotta admit, it hurt just like anything. I mean, and I think what my mother said is that you love so hard, you love hard, and you'll do 110. You'll bust a rock for your family, and try to keep them on the one no matter what. And that was me. My ex didn't care.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I got some a couple of videos here. One is called "Why Relationships Fail," giving you 3 big reasons. Another one is called "One Question Every Couple Should Ask Each Other before they start." But we'll get to that in a minute. Let me ask another question. So, and Kevin, let me ask you this first. All right.
All right.
Should a husband or wife defend their spouse if their relatives don't like them or criticize them?
Well, you have to realize this. You invited someone into your life.
Hmm.
So when you say honor, protect, I'm gonna say, until you get home and sort out why you're defending that person, you're the first level of defensive against that person. Because you have to realize is that when you invite someone to your life and they're a permanent figure as husband or wife, that is now your family.
True that.
Woo.
True that.
That was good.
Marcella.
I would say yes as well, because once you get married, your spouse comes before everyone after Christ. And that's also should come before your children. And I know a lot of people are like, no, my kids come first and all, but the proper way should be your spouse comes first. And I like what Kevin stated, until you can really sort it out, because you might have to check your spouse or your significant other, because maybe they are doing some things, but it's not for you to put your mouth on my husband.
Ooh.
True that.
Well,
Orgasm. Go ahead, Maurice.
I'm gonna tell you, this question hits home because my wife caught hell with my family. She caught hell because of my ex. There was a lot of crap that was being said and everything. And actually, I asked her, I said, babe, do you want me to say something to him? I'll say something to him, And, I was getting ready and she caught me a few, more than 2 or 3 times, I'm going to jump in some butt, She's like, I got this. And she said her piece and then left it like that. But she was letting me know that she wanted them to know that she can handle that, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you know that question shouldn't even been put. You shouldn't put her in harm's way. You know, the first thing is, you know, tell your wife I got this because this your thing. Get your family because you have a better relationship with your family than your spouse, and you need to
Well,
put
I mean, she did what she normally does. She puts them in the
yeah,
spot, you know. Hey,
right.
this is
Bella
my
Bonita,
husband.
Bella
And
Bonita
she's
said,
letting them know that she's not going to take any. Yeah, period.
you can say shit. Bella Bonita said, she says, buenas tardes, mommy.
So what about you, Greg?
Dang, Kevin, wow.
Thank you, because Kevin, that's normally me. Okay,
Yeah,
he's like, oh no, I'm the moderator. No, you're gonna
yeah.
answer.
Before we go on, Bella Bonita says, husband first. Body can't function without the head. Absolutely, mommy. Here's the thing. I was married. I think it lasted 3 years, something like that. I don't remember. But my family did not take to her at all. My thing is, and it kind of, I felt some kind of way because they didn't know her. As you said, Kevin, I know her. They didn't know her. So she was strong. I got to give it to her. She was strong. Whenever we went to dinner with the family or whatever, she was there. She talked. She was very polite, but the family did not warm up to her. Even, I mean, all. Period. And I spoke with her afterwards. After we go to the dinner and this and that, I asked her how she felt because I really wanted to know how does she feel coming there because I didn't want to keep putting her in harm's way. She said, "You're my husband. I'm going to go where you want me to go, where you need me to be." All right. And I said, "But you don't have to in this instance." She said, "No, because I'm not going to let them win. I'm with you, you're with me, and that's that." And I agreed with her, and I always made sure that she was good. We stayed close to each other. I didn't separate myself from her when we were with the family, and she was good at it. So for me, I would defend her. I definitely would defend her because I guess the Bible says, you leave your people and cleave
Your
unto.
mother and your father in Cleveland teacher, yeah.
So that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's where I'm at with that. I ain't answering no more questions though.
But can I put a little thing in there? A lot of times that happens. A lot of the criticism because well, with you, Greg, for you, and for all of you guys, it might be because also they might look at depending on how you met the person. Are they gold diggers? And for any male, are they just gold diggers? And then a lot of times, if you're very close to your family, they look at it as though they're feeling that they're losing you, and
Yeah.
they're not necessarily losing you. And that could go for male or female. They're gaining someone else in family. And I'm not saying necessary for you guys, but that's something that happens in me talking to couples and husbands and wives and things of that nature, and they're going through something like that. That's what, when we break it down, that's what's happening. They feel that they're losing their family member to this new person, and they don't want to allow them in. So a lot of times it'll be a lot of craziness there too.
You can't overthink. You know what I mean? Overthink of anything really, but you can't overthink a relationship. I mean, it's ridiculous to overthink it because you're gonna fail all the time when you overthink it. We're gonna move on. Shout out to Walt Knows Money. This guy's a financial genius doing this thing. All right, A Tree. Thank you for tuning in again, Bella Bonita. Appreciate you, Brenda Lampkin, Blake Moore. We love you, man. We support you. She lost her sister, so
My condolences.
definitely send our prayers to you. Let's move on. Do you think a person should reveal how many people they've been with in the past to that person that they're dating? I had 175 women before you.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
question
most people are not gonna do that. They're not gonna be honest with that. And I remember hearing what Steve Harvey said: women, don't go past the number 3, even if you done been with a million guys, because if you say more than 3, you're done with that relationship. The guy don't have anything to do with you, even if they've been with a lot of women.
Well, I mean, that question is like is loaded. The question, I guess, does it matter? Is the next question, and it depends on that person. I mean, it does. It doesn't matter. I mean, doesn't matter because if you got to ask that question by a female, it'd be like, and you sitting up there, you going if it's a serious relationship, you'll probably tell her the truth.
But why even bring that up though?
I mean, it's a question that you ask. I mean, I'm just saying. That question right there is like
Are you going to answer truthfully? If your wife came up and said, "Hey, look, Maurice, I'm curious. Before me, how many women have you slept with?"
And I tell her.
You gonna tell her? You gonna tell her all 175?
He told me 176.
Yeah.
I was off. I'm remedial. My bad. All right?
Yeah.
What about you, Kevin?
All right. That'd be whittled down to a nub.
This is a way that I look at it. The same way I look at life. When you're driving your car, you got that little mirror in the center of your car. Everything behind you is small.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why that window in front of you is everything in the future. If you are vested in that person, unless she's got a criminal record, what she did before you chose her for who she is today, not whatever. And because we know the way the male mind works,
you don't want to know.
In my mind, it's like anytime I hear a guy talk about his conquest, I divide it in half. Anytime that I hear about a woman, I multiply by 6.
Never underestimated.
That's a heck of an observation.
Okay,
so I look at it because you know the way we are as men is that we have a tendency to all of a sudden remind them that, okay, I wasn't your first. Okay, am I number 6 or was I number 7? I'll give you an example. I got a phone call out of the blue from my past. A young lady, and I won't mention the name, all right, because you can Google who this person is. But it was a Hall of Fame.
Define self. No.
A Hall of Fame baseball player, and I had known her when they were together. And she had called and she saw me on social media. She pulled up and she said, I'm no longer married to this person or whatever. And you were always so nice, and I always thought something, this and that. And the first thing I said, the last thing I want to do is follow this man, because I knew his history before, and I'm going to tell you, 176 is light when it comes to a Hall of Famer.
Man, right?
Okay.
I think, like you were saying, does it matter?
No.
I mean, does it really matter?
It doesn't
I mean, in a real relationship, it wouldn't matter.
Well, why set yourself up?
Because a lot of people look over stuff like one eye, blind, crippled, crazy. Some even crazy.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. There's a young man here that during Christmas he was going to get engaged, and he found out that his fiance, and this is going to go back what love is, has a terminal, life-threatening disease that she's been battling. I saw him 2 days ago, and he goes, "I'm proposing to her this weekend." Knowing that he's going to lose her, he's proposing to her.
Wow.
So that's
saying a lot.
Love. That's love.
Yeah. That's love.
But you know what? Yeah. To her, that means a lot. That might inspire her to live on for another 10, 15,
exactly
20
right.
years. That's you real love. You're not going to find nobody just love you that unconditionally. It's rare.
Yep.
So he loved her before he found out, correct?
He loved her. He was actually going to get engaged before Christmas. And then she had been sick. And when they found out that, she had a short lifespan and that she had went through all the treatment and whatever, most guys would have packed their bags and, held off. And, something and I get I give him a lot of props. This weekend he's proposing to her.
Well, my current wife,
that's love.
We when we got together, she was super healthy. We worked out and everything. We moved to Indiana. She got sick. I mean, she got really, really, really sick. Marianne got really sick, and she went from 125 to almost 200 pounds because of the sickness. And she was very scared that I was going to blaze off. I was like, "Baby, I love you. If you're 200, 250, don't matter. I got you."
I'd have been gone.
Damn, Greg. I'm trying to be serious here, bro. And I keep looking up there. You're throwing deuces and stuff.
Man, look,
but
if I got you at 125, all right, and you balloon up to 2,
but she was sick, Greg, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter. When I looked at her in the eyes, I saw what I
give
saw.
Us some
She was at
Robitussin.
125.
Give us some Robitussin or some aspirin or something.
What you don't understand is I saw what I saw in at 125 that I could see at 200. So it don't matter.
Right. And Greg,
Thank you, Maurice.
love is blind. You're gonna get old. You're gonna slow down. You're not gonna stand as upright as positive as you need to be. Your memory is gonna fall short as you start to grow old. And believe it or not, we all turn in the latter part of our lives to the life we have when we first came into it.
In the world.
And you want to make sure that you've treated that person well.
Mm-hmm.
That when you're in that wheelchair, she doesn't park you on the hill and forget the brakes are on.
Push him down that hill, huh?
Push him down that hill into the train track.
She's going to make it look like it's an accident.
Hey, I got a little piece of change, so I'm gonna have an electric one with automatic brakes on the.
You can flip it over.
I'm gonna set it up right.
Burn your hands off trying to stop that wheelchair.
Hey, Marcella, there's some woman out there looking at Greg right now. She goes, I'm going to show him. I'm going to show him. I'm going to get him all puffy-eyed and in love and whatever. And all of a sudden, we're going to get a picture of him being duct taped to a chair.
Oh no!
And I'm gonna think,
hey, we're gonna have to put up a code just in case.
Hey, I'm
gonna commercial where that lady say blink eye.
It's not gonna be a code.
Hey, I'm gonna think it's one of the sex games we play. So you can duct tape me all day long. I'm good with that. All right. Yes, girl, duct tape me, push me off of the hill, and I'm gonna be like, probably won't get up, but I'll be like,
that's what your mouth say.
That was fun. Let's do it again.
What your mouth say.
Let's do it again.
See, now, Greg, you're young enough to bounce. When you get older, you just crash.
I'm really not that. I mean, I'm with you guys. I'm in the same age group as everybody here.
Yeah, we 60.
But I play different. Okay. And I guess and part of this, and I'm gonna tell you truthfully, part of my problem was doing what I did. Okay. That spoiled me. You know, having people to, having women brought to you, having women just because you're doing what you do. And Kevin, don't play like you don't know, okay?
Hey, I'm going to tell you, I'm a different type of man. I became paranoid.
Well, I
was paranoid because I didn't trust women for the simple fact is that when you put on a uniform, and then they will tell you as soon as you sign a contract, you shop on a whole nother level when it comes to girls. And I didn't know if people were interested in me for who I am that day or who I am. And I became paranoid. It was like I shut down. It's like I would go over and say, look, he makes a lot more money than me.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you send him up to the next highest player?
Hey, I sent him over because I know
like a smart plan right there, bro.
Yeah.
I was being a DJ. It wasn't an option. That was actually a big catalyst on my ex-wife. She could not stand it. She had a jealous streak 6 miles long.
I don't like jealous women.
And I could be doing a live set. She'd come in there and she'd talk about burning the place down. Oh, yeah, she was crazy. She's crazy. I could be doing a live set, doing a remote for a radio station. I will burn this mug down. Blow up with a bomb, blow it up. I'm like,
whoa.
I'm like, hey, you need to chill out. I can't get my sister to go get her.
I can't do jealous women either, but you never know until you get into that situation. Well, I wish, Kevin, you and I would have known each other back then when I was doing my television stuff and you was playing football, because you could have pointed at me and said, yeah, he makes more money than you, even though I had 3 nickels in my pocket and you had all of them hundreds. I'd have been like, yeah, I do.
You have to remember, back in my day, they weren't paying what they were paying today.
No.
Yeah.
Well, see, and
what is the average salary of somebody coming in the NFL right now? Just coming in.
It's 150 something as a practice squad player. At the time,
150,000.
Back in my day, it was like $60,000.
Really?
Yep. But that was a lot of money back then.
Oh yeah, I was going to say back then that was a nice little chunk of change.
Now 150 now is not that like it was.
No,
it's not. But
No,
you got these college kids that are coming out. 150,000 is the world to them.
they sneezing at that.
Aren't they paying the college kids now too?
I don't know.
Yeah,
And
the
that's
college
something
kids
They
are
were supposed to
now to
be
make money
this
on their
year.
jerseys or whatever.
They are.
They can make money on their merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder dude trying to sell this stuff.
My cousin, like I was telling y'all the other day, my cousin, it's Golden State this week got drafted too. Moses.
Hey, y'all look out for Jordan Goldwire, plays for Oklahoma.
Who is that?
Watch this young man. I know his parents. I know his mom, I should say. Jordan Goldwire. He played with Duke. Pandemic hit. He did he's doing his senior year at Oklahoma, and he's playing with Oklahoma, doing a good job. He's not one of the stellar guys, but when he comes off the bench, he does about 30-something minutes a game. So he's doing some good stuff. Hey, let's move on, man. Do you feel that married women, or vice versa, Marcy, should be where am I at here? I lost my should be intimate with their husbands even if they are not in the mood?
So on you first, Marcy. I want to hear this one.
Okay. Do I feel that married women should be intimate with their husband?
If you mad, should you break them off?
You ain't down.
Okay.
Don't shake your head, Kevin. It get worse.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Biblically, your body belongs to your spouse.
All right, we talking biblically. Get all of that out.
So, if I'm mad,
he ain't getting that.
Watch.
Probably not.
You're gonna be hard pressed.
Probably not. You're gonna have to do some
You'll have
makeup.
to get the ice grater out.
That
Get
because,
the ice grater out.
but then sometimes, depends if because sometimes that makeup sex is it's off the chain.
Yeah.
I don't makeup sex, regular sex. Is there a difference, Kevin?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a difference.
Woo!
Yeah, there's a difference.
Trying to prove a point.
Yeah, yeah.
No, because those endorphins, when you're all puffed up, we discussed this before. You're all puffed up if you're disagreeing and all that, and you still kind of puffed up, and it's like, then when you come to Maurice, explain that, not explain, explain.
Yeah, because you're stuttering.
It's because
I'm thinking way back there, like
the truth. She doesn't want to tell the truth. That's the reason why she's stuttering. She's trying to find the words.
Chapter
Just go ahead and say it.
Chapter 6. Go ahead, Kevin.
No, see, this is the advice my father gave me, and I've yet to be able to prove it. I'm looking for confirmation that this works. My father says, if you want to argue, and let me back up. You know that song, Papa Was a Rolling Stone?
Yes, sir.
My father was the inspiration for that song.
Whoa.
Yeah, my father was by far one of the most good-looking people. Billy D. Williams was a shadow compared to my father.
Whoa.
My father would walk in the room, he had green eyes, and literally married women would take off their underwear like he was a fan and throw it at him. And I'm going, damn, I wish I looked like Dad. But my father told me, he goes, if you want to argue, he said, you argue butt naked. And he says, at the end of the argument, if she's still mad, he goes, go sleep on the couch. You can't win.
So you gotta break out the ice saver.
Yeah. So my thing outside of an argument is that no woman and no man should go hungry, no matter what's being served.
Wow.
Hey man, flame up for your pops, man. Yes. That's the prophet right there, dude. There it is, right
got
there.
That right.
That's the man. That's the man.
I love my dad. He wasn't a lot, but he was a lot.
That's the man. I can tell you some of my father's stuff, but
now let's talk about you, Greg.
What?
You think?
Think what?
And see, and believe it or not, I don't get mad. As soon as my grandfather told me that wild animals get mad, the way that I am right now, and I get myself in trouble because I'm sarcastic, and my youngest son picked up that habit because I remember one day I was going after him. He said something, and I told him I was going to kill him, and he turned around and goes, And how would that make you feel?
Oh.
And I'm
Wow.
going, boy, you just stole my thunder. I can't even get mad because now you got me thinking. So the way that I deal with
Glad
in
you out.
my relationship is that we're going to talk this thing out. When you want to call names or whatever, it's the reason why I got a motorcycle, is that when you start calling names and spooting out things, I go for a ride. I say, when you come back and you understand my name's Kevin, and we can talk this thing out and we can resolve this problem, we'll do this. I said, but if I'm in a relationship and we don't have a strong relationship where we can resolve it, I check out. I'm out.
And see, Kevin, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm similar. I don't like to argue. I don't argue. I avoid it at all costs. If I have to walk and say, hey, look, I'm gonna take a walk. I'll be back tomorrow, today, whatever. I'll be back, but I don't want to talk about this when we get back. All right. It's over. It's done. I've said what I had to say. You said what you had to say. We've discussed it. It's over. I don't like to argue. I don't do it. I stay calm. I'm one way on here, but when I'm off here, I'm different. I'm totally. I'm really quiet. I'm kind of like an introvert. I don't like to be around, a lot of people. When my son, and this goes back to another question that we had. When my son was born, that changed my whole life. When he was born, it changed my entire life. I had to think differently. I had to act differently. I had to do everything differently. And I'm glad it happened because look, man, I was gambling. I was womanizing. I never did drugs. I never drank. Never, never, ever. But I was doing all of that stuff. And when he came, I was like, I'm done. It's over, period. And I think it's the best thing. God works in mysterious ways. He give you that act right in mysterious ways.
Well, see, that's what happens when a good man, when you bring a life in the world and you understand what your true purpose is, you find out the definition of what it is to be a man. And that's the reason why I say, any man that walks away from his child, I shake my head because I don't understand it. When you bring another life in this world and you walk away, and that's the reason why I tell women, don't push a good man away, no matter how bad your relationship is with him, unless he's abusing her. That child needs to know their father.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, Allie says, hey, Greg, is Chris coming on tonight?
Oh, that's Allie. Okay.
Yeah.
Allie, Allie, you know what?
Hey, Allie.
Chris isn't on here, so let's talk about this, Allie.
Oh.
No, you're not. No,
Don't
you're
shake your head,
not.
no.
Anyway.
I'm not in it.
Anyway.
Just like this.
I'm not in it.
Allie,
Anyway.
Chris says that you're not to be bothering him. And you call. I don't know what your relationship is. I don't know none of that, okay? But evidently something going on because you keep on coming on here asking about Chris and Googling Chris and saying Chris. Don't come back, Maurice. But Allie, Chris, I don't know. Chris comes on when he comes on, all right? Chris is a member of this team. Chris is actually he's got the record label out in Las Vegas. He's got the two clubs, one club being delayed, opening right now. And he's he's doing his thing with the NBA. He's trying to get the Las Vegas Stars up and running.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, when they got the they're doing an expansion, I think next year or something like that. And Chris has an opportunity to bring his team that they're building, him and his consortium, the Las Vegas Stars, into the league. So we down with him. That's part of our family. And Allie, sorry for you. So let's move on.
I hope you run interference like that for me.
Oh, bro, I got look.
Wow,
bro,
I like that.
Let me tell you this, man.
Hey, Lisa.
Y'all better tell him how I ride for my family.
Very real. Very real.
All right. I
ride hard. I ride hard. Okay. And because I tell everybody, I'm gonna come at you. I'm gonna do what I gotta do because I keep it 100. This is me. I keep it 100. All right. I'll tell you, I'm transparent. What you see with me is what you get. But don't mess with my family. Don't mess with my son. Don't distort my money, and don't mess with my family. Period. I might go. Look. We get off of here and we have our little conversations, this and that. I might go off a little bit sometimes because we're building this brand and it's getting bigger and bigger. But at the end of the day, we love each other. All right, we love you, Kevin. So
Thank you. I love you.
it's a.
So
I ride hard. I ride really hard. Trust me. All
I,
right.
I like that. I like that because it's normally me running interference with someone else, but this is the first time anyone's blocked for me. So
Bro,
I like that.
bro, I got you. Trust me, and I'm funny too. I got you. Um,
That's love.
yeah, they might hate me afterwards, but I don't care. You know, I think my brand, your brand, Maurice's brand, Marcella. I think our brands are strong enough for somebody to get out there and try to besmirch us, and we still stand because
Yeah.
they don't know us. And if anybody has to come in and try to do anything or try to make us or drag us down, it ain't gonna work, y'all. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it ain't gonna work. Number one, we a team and we strong. Number two,
Yeah.
God got us. It's over, y'all. Anyway, what is the most romantic thing that you've ever done for someone, Marcella?
Clear the credit.
Well, that's real romantic right there.
Hey,
Ooh.
I got a story for that.
romantic.
One too, okay,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Marcella, Victoria's Secret, what?
Uh,
Or Victoria's Secretions? Which one? That's two stores.
I was just throwed off with that.
Throw it
Throwed
off without the R, huh? Go ahead.
I guess you can say kind of like role play. Um,
Uh-oh.
whereas I set up a room in the home
Now you listen.
where it was like kind of like a tent, like Arabian like tent, where with fabric and things and coming down and the big pillows on the floor. Had dinner and fed them with fruit and cheese and things like that, and we ate and just spent time, a massage and just different things, and we dressed also for the part.
You hear
And
that, Murray?
you gave him cheese. I told you, don't give a man cheese if you're interested.
Bree.
Kevin, his last name was Urkel. She had to give him cheese.
You know what?
But that is a sweet story. I don't mean to.
And just different role play, different things. And I even had family members and friends that would come to me to, like, for their significant others birthdays or their anniversary and things like that. And I would ask, what's my budget? Where are you going to be? Where do you want me to set up and different things like that. And it was just, just added spice.
Marcella, let me ask you this question. Do you think, and this is not on the list, do you think a man needs to be romanced the same way a woman needs to be romanced? And how would you romance a man?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look, see, you won't ask me.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think so. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of men that try to play the hard role and all of that, but I really think that a man should be romanced, and it's just how can it be romanced?
Spit it out.
Okay, because it's not always sexual.
No, it's not.
It can be showing. I just lost my thought. Showing respect, support. I've heard of some men just liking that the fact that the men always is like, I got your back, I got your back, and for a man to know that, babe, I'm here for you as well, and I got your back.
That's what's
And
up.
I think for me, that would be a way as also, because it's not always sex.
Good answer, Marcella. Same question to you, Kevin.
I'm trying to see if it's not always sex first before I answer that.
You sound like Greg.
No, believe it or not, I will tell you, it's because most women think that Victoria's Secret style and all that is romance. See, I'm a sports guy. My favorite outfit on a woman is a pair of jeans, a nice crisp white shirt, and a little bit of heel. That's romantic to me. Now, Victoria's Secret does nothing for me. All right.
Thank
But
you.
if a woman walked in my one of my dress shirts or one of my jerseys, one, I think that's sexy. That's a big turn on.
As
The other thing is, I want a woman to desire me on the same level I desire her, because I don't always like to be the one on the hunt. I want someone, if I'm watching football, distract me.
Right.
Okay.
Make you stand up and walk out the room. Exactly. Come on,
Greg, did he just preach?
Oh
Did
my
he just
God!
preach?
Oh my
Did you
God!
say hallelujah?
Yeah, they did. They did.
Baptize me with cold water.
Yeah. Because what most women would do, and I heard this earlier, and I don't want to offend anyone, is because I think it works on both sides. Some people are just lazy lovers. Okay, I want someone that says, you know something, we may burn dinner tonight because I've got other plans, and I'm going. I can always order takeout.
Oh, we can eat each other. I mean, no. But anyway, I'm just saying, man. If the food's not available,
You know, we're gonna have one of those X-rated shows.
No.
Oh, it's coming. We call it Dope Living TV After Dark. It's already coming. But
what does the viewers say about this? The people listening to us, what do they say about this? Any comments?
Not yet.
No,
One.
I don't know. Marcella.
What? Is that a good Marcella Felisa?
No, that was when you was explaining what you was doing. Didn't nobody think that you was doing anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm human.
Christians
have sex.
I mean, and you just put it out there. You put it out there, but
Christian.
Hey, I don't think sex is bad. And
I don't
like
think
I
the
said,
sex part is bad either,
me
because-
personally, I'll put it out there. If I can make a living at it, full-time job.
Hey, Kevin, I'm telling you, dude, if they could can it, man, I'd have a whole cover club. There go. That's Monday.
Maurice.
I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to get in there. Look,
go ahead, Kevin.
Look,
I mean, Maurice.
Look, man. I always thought the greatest thing in the whole wide world when I met my wife was, I mean, before we were married, was, you know, I used to go out of town and I come back in town and she got everything set up and set right. You know what I mean? And then after we got married, I could come home from work and I'm gonna tell you, dinner was hot. That was romantic to me. Dinner was hot and she was,
hey, girl,
you know, she was taking care of me. You know, even sometimes we didn't even eat dinner. But you know, because I knew that she, you know, the thing that my wife did the most is that I felt like she was in my corner, like my first wife wasn't. You know, and if she did anything like that, you know, the first thing she's talking about is how much it costs. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't, of course, why didn't you do it? You know, it wasn't reciprocated. So,
but I'm gonna tell you, man. And again, I hate to keep saying this. I agree with Kevin on a couple of things. Number one, Victoria's Secret and all of that lingerie stuff.
Lingerie.
It doesn't. I don't care about all that. All right. You know what? My ex-wife and I used to do all the time, and it was like foreplay. We would sit down, and we would have our laptops, and we would go through music. Who could pick the better old school music?
Greg,
You know
I
what I mean?
so want to stop you right now. Are you married now?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, because you're married now, your current wife is going, well, he played music for me. All he's doing is replaying what it used to be. You know?
Nah. I'm just telling you that did it for me. And then I can play the keyboard too. So sometimes she would say, I need you to sing this song for me, because I sing too. I need you to sing this song for me. And while I'm singing, she would you know, do that little dance, do that little thing with her tongue, and she, you know, it was a good day, good night, several good nights. Why did I get divorced? Why did we do?
No,
that?
I didn't say that. When you said do that with the tongue, I was thinking about the chicken wings
with the tongue.
Hey, man. They used to call a jawbone. All right, but I'm gonna let that go.
Okay.
We got no, they didn't call it jawbone. I'm joking. Here's well, you know what? Let's go to this video. Thanks, Carl, for tuning in. Okay, Carl does some music on Fridays. All right, kills it, man. All right, everybody tune in, get with Carl, check him out, making history for himself, Black history. All right, let's get to a video. This is why relationships fail. You got 3 reasons. This is Steven Speaks. We'll be right back. DopelivenTV Live.
Hey, what's going on? Today I'm going to tell you some of the deeper reasons why relationships fail. These aren't all the reasons, but these are some of the main reasons that don't get spoken about enough. And the first thing is you didn't belong in that relationship in the first place. The reality is that many of you are choosing to be with someone because you're lonely, because they seem like the best option, because you're being pressured to be in a relationship for all kinds of different reasons other than you truly being in love and into this individual. And when there's not a true connection in that relationship, it's going to fail. If you know deep inside they're not best for you, there's nothing you can do to change that. You will never be good enough for the wrong person. So thinking that you can somehow force this situation to go the way that you want it to go, it's not going to happen. You have to be honest with yourself and understand that if it's just not there, if a true foundation of a connection does not exist, move on. The other reason why relationships fail is horrible communication. Listen, screaming and yelling at each other is not talking to each other. You have to be willing and open to expressing yourself fully to your partner, but not just expressing yourself, listening to them. Are you as good of a listener as you are a talker? And when you are talking, are you giving the message in a way that they can receive and process it? Because if not, you're not going to get anywhere with the conversation. So two people in a relationship have to be able to sit down and have a mature discussion where they both articulate what they need and discuss how they're going to resolve any issues and listen to each other. That's what you have to do. And the third and last reason for today why relationships fail is too many people are selfish instead of selfless. Listen, a relationship is not about what you're going to get. It's about what you're going to give. Does this person inspire you to give to them, to enjoy giving to them, doing for them, embracing their needs? When you have two people who embrace their partner's needs and take a joy in pleasing each other, you're going to have an amazing relationship. Being selfish will kill it. Plain and simple, there is no room for selfishness in a relationship. You have to be selfless. So that's it for today. I'm just giving those few reasons. But like I said, there's so much more we can talk about. If you have any questions, you can email me, contact.
No, this ain't your show.
All right.
Anyway, that's Steven Speaks.
You're pretty strong.
So what'd you think about that, Mo?
It's pretty strong. I mean, a lot of the things is definitely what a lot of people do not do in relationships right now. Being selflessness is one of those things that if you do that, it seems that it guarantees a relationship. Excuse me. Being selflessness.
Okay.
Being selfish guarantees you to lose that person. Always has.
That's good, Marcy.
I liked what he said because a lot of people do get into the wrong relationship because they're lonely, especially as you get older. And say you used to being with someone or not, or you just have been by yourself for a long time. I've heard a lot of women say, well, I don't want to grow old by myself, or they have an itch that they want to scratch. And so it's going to be just for that. So I like what he said about, maybe being in the wrong relationship with the wrong person. Also about communication. Communication is key in a relationship. I don't care if it's a romantic relationship, a work relationship, a family relationship. You have to learn how to communicate. And in communicating, it's not all, like he said, always talking. It's also sitting back and listening. Because if you don't listen, a lot of times that's where a lot of misunderstandings come into play. And your misunderstandings, because you're not really listening. And I get frustrated sometimes when I'm trying to talk to someone and they're so busy not listening and trying to talk over me. Even I'll sit back sometime and just like, okay. And okay, then I try to speak and they don't want to hear because they've made up their minds. And it's my way or the highway. And it's not, I'm not talking about just romantic relationships, just relationships, period.
Right.
And then being selfless versus selfish. I was told a long time ago, if you're in a committed relationship or you're married, try to outlove each other. And it shouldn't be too many problems there versus always trying to say, what can I get out of this relationship? What can you put into that relationship? And if both of you are doing that, trying to see what you can put into the relationship and, make the relationship better, I think things will work.
outlove each other. Huh, Kevin? What you think about that video, man?
Well, this is what
He said no.
there's a good book that's just came out over the weekend that breaks all of this down, called Dating with a Full Deck. The one thing, the one thing that he said is, and I'll say it, and this is what people need to realize: every single person is at a crossroad emotionally with someone. They're either with someone that they're too much of a coward to get out of that relationship. They're either with someone because it's at default, because they think they're hopeless, or they're so damaged by past relationships they wouldn't know if a relationship had sat on their face. Or
Yes,
they're in a position whereas their heart is connected to someone and they're not brave enough to take that step. And sometimes when I say they're not brave enough to take that step, they could already be in a relationship and all of a sudden find out the person they really want to be with, you know, they're not accessible to, because they're so worried about being judged by everyone else that they don't take that chance to be with the person they really want to be with, because they're afraid of being judged. So, when he breaks down the three things as far as communication is concerned, is that you've got to understand that women have a much broader pen stroke when it comes to vocabulary than a man. We are instant people. That's the reason why Kool-Aid was so successful. All right, just add sugar, put enough in it and whatever, it's sweet, and we guzzle it up. A woman wants to go through and break down the whole the way it's made up. And what happens is we shut down, because unless you make your point, and I would always say that if you can make your point in 7 words or less, a man will pay attention. As soon as you go off off why you're arguing or whatever point you're trying to make. The key thing is the thing that messes up a relationship is you not being authentic as to who you are when you enter that relationship with someone else. If both of you guys are on the same page, then communication becomes easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, the physical connection, okay, is something that can grow. You can accept it or reject it. So I agree at a point, but it's at a much different level. And you've got to know where you are. And that's the reason why relationships don't work, is because we go into most relationships lying.
and I think what works for some doesn't necessarily, work for all. It's great, you call yourself a relationship coach and this and that, but you don't know every relationship. You can go. There's a template, I guess, but what works for one doesn't work for all. Chris says it's mostly a money grab situation on my people. Don't break up. All right. Chris, I'm gonna play this one more time. I'm gonna get this to you one more time, man. Ali Hindle says, "Is Chris coming on tonight?" I'm just saying.
Now, see, I'm behind. What's up with Ali and Chris? I mean, her picture says Chris should call her back. So what's going on?
Nah.
All right.
Well, Chris, and I'll tell you, Chris. Was when I started the show, Chris was there too, and there's this particular we got. I don't want to call them groupies. I don't want to insult anybody.
You don't need to say anymore. I know what you're saying.
Thank you. I'm with it. And Chris is on here. Chris probably said, "Boy, shut up," but it's all good.
I can guarantee he's saying that.
I already know. But the guys didn't answer the question that we had. What's the most romantic thing you've ever done for somebody? Is it that hard?
Go ahead, Moby.
No, it's not. It's not a hard thing. I mean, I thought the most romantic thing, and she did too, was I remember when I offered to adopt her children.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't make me cry.
I mean, but what is so crazy? Her ex wanted like $5,000 or something like that.
For you to adopt his kids?
He was selling his kids to you.
Right, basically, yeah.
Wow.
Hold up. I told him, I said, dude, look, you ain't got to pay no child support. I don't care. My ex-wife didn't pay child support. I was a single dad, for 3 or 4 years before, I remember or got into any relationship. And I ain't getting no child support. I told him, I said, Man, you ain't got to worry about no child. You got to worry about nothing. They taking care of whatever they think about you is what they think about you. I'm not gonna put no extra nothing on it.
So the most romantic thing you done in your eyes is that you took on the responsibility of another man's kids
Yeah,
for her.
that was to her.
That's all
That was
good.
to her.
What
I
about
My,
mean,
you?
my hat goes off
because
to you.
I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I took the whole package. And,
That's
like
what's up.
a lot of people,
Yeah.
that's another good question about
Mo,
kids in a relationship.
Mo making me cry.
All right.
All of y'all sensitive ass. Come
No,
on.
my hat goes off to you, Mo, big brother.
Mhm.
You know, my hat goes off to
I
you.
mean, I was blessed to have my. I felt I was blessed to have custody of my kids. Okay, and to me, to have a woman that was backing me up the way she was backing me up and taking care of me, man, that was like to me it was a minute thing.
And
But
believe it or not, in my book, that was the number one thing out of 1,500 people that I interviewed. Most
Mhm.
people thought men was all about sex. That what he said was the most important thing to 90% of the men is having someone that had their back. Women, you
Yep.
pay attention. You think it's just sex, okay? A man wants someone to be there for him, wrong or right.
Right.
He
Mhm.
wants someone to have his back.
When I say, baby, I want to jump on the moon and go ride on it, you say, make that saddle for two. Let's both go.
So that's
That's
what you call your
that's
stuff
kind
the
of
moon?
backup.
You call your stuff the moon?
No, I said if I want to go jump on the moon,
I'm
you
And
said make
Maurice, that's a lot for a female who's got children,
yeah.
because that was a biggie for me, being a single parent. Um, and I actually had a guy. He seemed to be a very nice guy. He really seemed to like me,
Uh-huh.
but the minute he told me, you know what, you're too close to your son. You need to start backing away from your son. And he wasn't saying it as though I was clinging to my son.
Hmm.
Um, he was like, he felt
He didn't want to be in competition with the son.
right. And he was
Yeah.
not in competition because this was a little kid.
Right,
I
right.
told him, and it was
Hmm.
the way he put it. Like, if
Well,
I
you already
could,
knew.
we would
Right.
send him away type of issue. And I told him it was nice knowing him, but he had to go.
Now, before you had that conversation with him, how long you had been in that relationship with him?
I want to say it was about 6 months, but
All
at
right.
the beginning, it
Now
was
let me
like he
make my
really.
point.
Mhm.
There's another great book out there. It's called Dating with a Full Deck, and I'm going to say that you would have had that answer on the first date. Within an
Mhm.
hour and a half of the conversation, there's 52 cards in there, 54 if
Mhm.
you count the jokers. That would have revealed whatever secret he had in 6 months coming at you. You'd have known that before dessert
Mhm.
was served.
I think, Kevin, that she picked the Joker. That's what she did.
You know what?
Well, believe it or not, the card, the Joker, is allowed you to revisit a conversation to have it elaborate, or for you to skip a conversation that you're not ready to have. That's the reason why it's only two. But the answer to my question, I'm going to get in a world full of trouble because I was young, I was dumb, I was in a great position, and with my first wife, before she became my first wife, what I did, this is in New York City. I went out and I rented a penthouse suite. I had a butler or valet at that time. I had a very expensive bottle of Dom Perignon. I had fruit, champagne, grapes. I had cheese, which I didn't know at that time that cheese ruined the evening. All right, but I had cheese. I had it all set up. I also went to a florist and I wanted to buy roses. And the florist told me, and this is in my book, he says, "How do you feel about this lady?" And I said, "I would jump over the moon for her." He says, "Let me tell you." He said, "You ever hear of a sterling silver rose?" I said, "No, sir, I do not." And he says, "When you're truly in love with someone, and so for some reason, all women know this, us guys don't know this, it is the rose, it's the most fragrant rose that you're ever going to buy.
That's facts.
It's $12 a stem. It comes from Switzerland or Netherlands or something like that. They have them flown in." And so he says, "You only do this once, maybe twice in your lifetime." He says, "You do it anything other than that, you're not being authentic with yourself. And this was my first time and only time I've done that." She worked at a very prestigious accounting firm. I filled her office with 100 sterling silver roses. And when I called her that evening for her to have lunch, I was standing in the rain. And that time they had payphones. We didn't have cell phones back in those days. And because she was so busy at work, I stood in that hotel in that suite all by myself because she never showed up.
Oh,
Oh.
Because her work was her priority.
Hmm.
So that was by far then the most romantic thing. And I think that the other thing in my present day that I would call the most romantic thing, my um, present wife, and this is stupid now that I look at it, is is that she
Don't say it
was
like that, bro.
fascinated by a athlete, and he had a fundraiser. Um, and I spent, quite a bit of money for him to meet and greet, and it's still stupid when I think about it. I actually was paying for dinner and a date to have my girl be with someone she was fascinated with. And I'm so glad he stood her up, and we have a picture now. I'm going to throw that picture away. I'm just thinking
Wow.
this wasn't even cool, but I thought it was something important to her, and I'm going, this is dumb now that I think about it. That was
but
dumb.
you did it out of
So
love.
so let me ask you, Kevin, other than the athlete, has another superstar ever impressed your wife to the point
And
where it's like if he talked to me, I'm leaving?
what, believe it or not, I'm not insecure. If I'm at the point because I value me. If that's what you want, you go ahead and play in that field because
But
I got my own. I don't have a shortage of opportunities.
Thank
you know,
you.
yeah, and see
Say
a
that
lot of
again, man.
a lot of
Thank
guys
you.
don't realize that. I mean,
Yeah, I,
opportunities.
I, I don't deal
If
with
you want
jealousy or
it,
whatever,
I mean,
and
man, you
that's the
want
thing. And that's the reason why I said I need a strong woman in my life. I don't need because of what I do. And because of the conversation, I don't need someone looking over my shoulders and feeling a certain kind of way because I'm having a conversation. Because normally, if I'm having a conversation about something, I'm creating an opportunity that's going to benefit us.
Speak.
All
well,
right. But if
I
she's
can
that
remember.
that insecure, I don't like drama.
I
And,
remember
and
one.
if someone can take something away from me, it never belonged to me.
And that's the key point right there, man. I'm telling you, it's so. And I'm gonna tell you guys mine, but I wanted to say, look, jealousy has no place in a relationship. All right, gotta tear it up the quickest. All right,
The
but
one.
what I did was this, uh, and this was my second wife. First, God bless her, beautiful woman. I got married young, didn't know what I was doing, knew that wasn't gonna last. Second wife, I tried, but because of what I did for a living, it did not work. Um, but I took her when we were dating. I took her. We were in Fort Wayne, I think. I took her to the most expensive dinner I could find. All right, we went, had dinner. I had a hotel. The room was nice. It was a very expensive room, um, and we talked. And at the end of the day, instead of me trying to jump, we this was before waiting till the tail came out. We slept together, but we had all the clothes on, and we woke up, and she appreciated that so much that I didn't try to, get any. Which that wasn't my intention. I felt the connection with this woman. I love this woman, right? Even before she knew that I loved her. And for me to tell anybody I love them like that, as far as the woman goes, they must really be special. Now, the other thing is this: for in a relationship, um, I think it's very important for the woman, and I can only speak from my point of view. I don't know how the women would say, but for a woman, for me to give to a woman is to listen to her during our conversations and understand that she doesn't have to ask me for anything. I hear through our conversations what makes her happy, what I can do for her, what she needs, and do it. You know, and that's the surprise. It doesn't take the Hallmark holidays for me. I don't care if I can't show you love 24/7, 365, then and wait for one day. I don't understand how people can just feel so great on that one day when yesterday y'all was arguing, but today is Valentine's Day. So here's some flowers. You know, I don't get it. If I can't treat you that way before the holiday, then the holiday's shallow to me. And the same for me. I don't care if anybody gets me gifts. Okay, the support, the love, the understanding, the respect is so sexy to me. That's just me.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Thanks, man. I was waiting on that. Hey, look, Kevin, I never get it. They always get the ahs and oohs and this and that. And
No,
Kevin,
you know something. I got to give you your props. You know, to have a man say that in front of another man, because you know we're going to come after you.
yeah,
I got to give you your props because you know that's the one thing about guys. We don't have this type of conversation amongst other men because we're worried about what other men thinks. But you're in the company of real men, and we're in the company
Grown man.
of a young lady that thought she was going to be outnumbered. You just found out you're sitting with a bunch of guys who's just as romantic as you are.
I'm seeing that.
now let me tell you too. You know, sometimes, and I speak. I can't speak for you, Marcy, but Mo, Kevin, and I don't know how you guys do. So I'll just say this. I'm speaking for myself. Business, the world, life sometimes gets in the way, and we don't do the same things like when we started. We don't do the same things. Sometimes things get in the way. For me, it's not intentional that it gets in the way. It's just I'm not thinking. It happens. I didn't do this. You know what? I didn't continue to soothe your soul. All right. But at some point, things will happen within that relationship to make you think, okay, I'm doing this. I'm doing me. When she's sitting there waiting, she's sitting there being as patient as possible. You know, she's giving me her. Evidently, she feels that I deserve her. So let me get back to what I did. Let me get back to the way that I romanced her to get her to that point of loving me. You know, look at this dude. He said I was waiting on credits to start rolling, Greg.
To talk.
Okay, now that Chris started, see, Chris opened it up. Okay, Ali, let me give you Chris' number. Once we get off, I'm gonna give you Chris.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now that I know how valuable Chris is, we're going to make his number an NFT. Ali, what's your opening bid?
There you go. There you go. Ali, what would you do for Chris's number right now? Matter of fact, what would you do for Chris's address? I can get that to you. Matter of fact, Ali.
Oh,
I will cut you, Greg.
Send me your information. I'm going to send you a plane ticket
Never.
to Vegas.
All right, let's not be mean to Ali.
I'm not being mean. I said I'll send her a ticket. I'm going to send her a ticket to
No,
Vegas.
Greg, stop it.
What?
Stop it.
Uh-oh. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Put some life coach in it.
You got to put some life coach in it. We got Mr. Jeff Relaford. He want to talk to us for a minute. Jeff, go ahead.
What's up, y'all? Life Coach Jeff coming to you live once again. Hey, man, real quick, just to let the people know. Look here. Do not let outside forces steer you away from your goals. And what I mean by these outside sources, people, I mean negativity. Negativity. You hear me? Negativity. The thing is, people can bring a lot of negativity in different ways. People bring negativity by way of saying, oh, you're not going to make it. Oh, well, how do you expect this to work? Oh, man, I know it shouldn't go this way. It shouldn't go that way. You're supposed to do it this way. Nah, man, listen. Let me tell you something. If you have done the research, if you have put in time, and if you have put in work, and you want to develop a system, program, or anything the way that you want to do it, go ahead and do it. Don't listen to people. Stop listening to people. Because the only person you need to listen to is yourself. That's it. The only person you need to listen to is yourself. And let me tell you something. A lot of times, we're not moved by just our way of thinking. What happens is God will lead us and guide us down a path that we didn't even know we would go down. But we're going down that path because we put some action behind our movements. So sometimes things might not even make sense to you. And they for damn sure not going to make sense to other people. But the thing is to see the course straight through. Whatever you have as your vision, whatever God gave you as that vision, that is the goal. That is the perspective, and that is the key. I guarantee you, if you follow that notion, and if you follow your heart, and if you follow that voice that you hear in your head, that is your subconscious, that's also God talking to you as well, because greater is he that is in me than he who is in the world. If you are able to recognize that within yourself, then boom, you will be able to manifest whatever it is that you want out of this life. So do not, I repeat, do not let negativity and outside forces stop you from doing what it is that you truly want to do. Hey people, this is Life Coach Jeff coming to you live. Redirect, regroup, refocus. Dope Living TV live. I love y'all. Peace out.
Real. Jay Real.
I want to meet that young brother.
Oh, he's the one.
He's good.
Yeah, I like to meet because he's growing a little hair on his chin. He's growing.
Jeff does a tour. It's called what is it called?
The Cure.
The Cure. So
Yeah.
when 4 other entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, they go around the country and speak.
Doing financial, social.
Thanks for that comment, Felicia. She says it's awesome word. Chris says you setting her up for failure. Laugh my ass off. All right.
Okay. All right, you guys, come on.
Let's get one more question in, guys. Could you be in a strictly platonic friendship with someone you're attracted to and want to be in a relationship with?
That's hard. You setting yourself up.
Yep, you can. I could.
It's a good question. I could.
I
definitely
setting
could.
yourself up for pain, I think.
But would you take it to that next level as far as being intimate? Even if you're going to be, even if it's still going to be, you're still going to be friends.
Well,
does
Ask that question again, because you're taking it to a whole nother. Ask that question.
I've changed it now.
I see. So ask the question
intimacy
again, please.
mess up the relationship, the platonic relationship.
Would intimacy mess it up?
Yeah.
No.
I think it would.
No. It won't. See, this is the thing is
that is so crazy.
It's what the young brother said earlier when he gave the 3 things: communication, honesty. If you know going into the relationship as a friend that you're only meeting the needs of each other for that moment, and you're friends, and you're honest, and you're not going in that direction, you know going into that relationship that you have a choice that is only physical with a friend. Because believe it or not, sometimes we have needs and we have voids in our life, and sometimes those people come in here and they fill those needs.
And why not do it with a friend?
Okay. That's why I asked him to
but
say.
But the question he asked before: can you be a friend to someone that you are romantically interested in without pursuing it to be intimate? That's a different conversation. Okay.
It is.
Okay. That's setting yourself up for pain.
Different.
Yeah.
But you know what, too? Sometimes I've heard of people going into, they know going into it that the person's not romantically attracted to them, but they think that, oh, I'm gonna put it on him or I'm gonna put it on her, and
gonna be a
POW. It doesn't always work that way.
POW.
I gave it up. Okay, that was you.
The key thing with the answer to that question, you got to know who you are in that situation. Going in that situation, as long as you're open and honest with that person, if you know it's only physical and you're friends, and it's just going to happen, and no one's feelings, or you're falling in love with someone, as long as you're honest, the answer is it can happen. Not all people can do that because people are not true to themselves.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree. I can do it though. I could be in a strictly platonic relationship with somebody I'm attracted to. Not in a relationship with. Want to be in a relationship? I can do it. It's easy for me. I can turn it on. I can turn it off. But and again, Kevin, we go out to the restaurant. We can still be the most platonic people in the world, but, and I say this all the time, if you order from the fucking side of the menu,
you know what?
That right side of the menu where the prices start going up, if you order from that side of the menu, then somebody in your house, even if it ain't you, your mom, your auntie, call your grandma, somebody got to pay for this. I'm going to get mine. No, I'm joking. But
sick puppy.
No, I'm joking. Marcella,
I know.
Amos. That's I can't get over that. Can you say that name, Kevin?
What's that?
Delavalade.
What is it?
The lemonade. What?
Lemonade?
Delavalade.
Her middle name.
What does it
Delavalade.
mean?
All the A's are short.
Delavalade?
Delavalade.
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 That's our family name.
The lemonade.
See,
Squeeze the
you
fruit.
got to be a writer. When you have a name like that, you're a speller.
You're a what?
You could spell. When your name is like that, well, you know, you got a lot of vowels.
And she knows that they're short.
And a few of them double consonants too.
Yep.
Hey, everybody. This
So, now the question is, let me back this up.
Uh-huh.
The question is, why don't you think that you could be friends with someone that you desire to be intimate with and not pursue that friend, not pursue the next level of that relationship?
Because she wants the penis. Go ahead, Marcy.
Wait a minute. Say that question again.
The question is, he asked if you could be friends with someone that you had romantic interest in and not pursue it. And I'm going, the answer is, why couldn't you?
Oh, I can be friends with someone that I'm romantically interested in.
Even
though
you said no.
No, that's why I asked you to repeat the question. Then you guys start talking about other stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. What? Give me the question again. I can be friends with someone that I'm romantically interested in. And I just have to remind myself, okay, this person doesn't like me in that manner. And depending on the type of relationship we have, as long as we keep it, I can do a platonic relationship like that.
Go, you go, girl. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, it be your own brothers. It be your own brothers that kill you, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Kevin, I thought you was my brother, man. Come on, man. You can't put the stuff Greg put you into, man.
I just thought about that. First of all, Chris, let me introduce you to new panel member. That's Kevin McLemore, man. He's
What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Kevin? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing fine. Hey, I'll run interference for you.
Hey,
look,
you can have him.
You
can have him.
This is what happened. This is what's happening. Hold on, Chris. This is what's happening. Okay.
Still alive.
This is extremely busy. He's extremely busy man. That's my little brother. Okay. He's an extremely busy man.
Remember, we're
okay?
still alive.
But here go the thing. Y'all check this out and see if I'm wrong. Okay. Chris popped on today, and Allie popped on earlier. Ooh. I think they planned this.
Oh.
Well, get out. Hey, Kevin, you see what I'm talking about? It be your own. It be your own every time, bro. It be your own every time, bro.
I think they planned it.
Hey, look, hey, Kev, he don't tell you how many times I ran interference for him, though.
Plenty.
It be your own. He think because he's the older brother, he can do what he want to do. That's what it is.
Gang of times. But I'm having fun with this one though.
That's crazy, bro. Y'all setting her up for failure, bro. Don't do that.
Hey, look.
Hey, look.
Okay.
And my girl might be watching this, bro. You can't be doing that, dog.
Hey man, you know what, Chris? You know I love.
You can't be doing that, bro. You gotta be respectful to the missus, dog.
I love both of y'all,
man.
man.
I agree with that.
I love both of y'all. I hear all of y'all, but damn that. All right, look, Chris. I'm messing with you, bro. Hey man, what's going on with you, dude? How's everything going?
Everything going great, bro. Getting ready for this announcement. After they make their announcement on the 17th, bro, ready to pop out the first party All-Star Weekend in Cleveland.
All-Star Weekend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, in Cleveland. And then the weekend after All-Star Weekend, and Monday is my birthday. The following weekend, I'm doing the birthday bash out here in Vegas.
So why did you push back the opening of the club?
The city not giving me the licenses I need to open up on time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but it's still gonna open. It's just not opening up when I wanted to open. Everything happened at God's speed, bro. I don't even complain about it no more.
How's the label stuff going? Did you get that track I sent you from Jordan and Colin?
No.
I'll resend it.
Yeah, February 22nd, day after my birthday.
Cool.
That's when you start to label back up?
Yeah, I got some surprises for you too, bro.
So let me ask you a question.
The
door's open. Since I got a front row seat to all that stuff, I got artists running out my face over here.
Yeah, no, we're gonna talk about that, and also, Mo, we got to talk, man. I'm buying. Have you heard of MVP 3 Studios in Memphis?
You know what? Hold up for a minute.
Sounds
I was
familiar.
just over there and I took a picture of that whole thing. I didn't know it was for
Yeah,
sale.
I'm about to buy that.
Chris,
You
don't
gonna
put
buy
that.
that?
Chris.
Yeah, okay. So we got to talk because I need somebody that's going to be on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do it on the other side.
Yeah, most definitely.
That is so crazy. I literally took a picture of that whole building.
Yeah, it got sent to me 2 days ago. Well, actually, over the weekend it got sent to me.
Okay, Chris, I really want you to, network with my man Kevin over there too. He does a lot of great things, man. A lot of great things.
Yeah,
And,
Chris, just give him a number from Greg.
Okay, I'll do that for sure.
Definitely, guys.
Or vice versa, bro. It don't matter. You can give him my number. It don't matter.
All right.
Yeah,
I
hey, Kev, just don't NFT my number, bro. Just don't NFT my number.
You know something? I got a short memory, and I know what that life's like.
Chris, I'm gonna put it on the scroll. I'm gonna put it on the ticker. No. Hey, how's the one more question? You know we got to get out of here. How's the?
I want to ask a question for my book.
Go ahead.
Do you mind? This is a fun question. If you were playing strip poker right now in the outfit that you're wearing right now, what would be the first article of your clothes that you would take off?
My hat.
Marcella?
My glasses. Is that probably my hat?
My shoes.
Man, y'all know what I'm taking off.
Yeah, you're single, Greg.
I don't care, single or not. It's off. It's off.
If I'm losing, the least is coming off. Like glasses.
Did you say strip poker with your significant other, or just?
No, I said if there was a group of people you were playing strip poker with, all right, and what the outfit you're wearing right now, what article of clothing would you take off right now?
I answered correctly.
She said glasses. Then she take off one earring. Then she take off the other earring.
I get some clippers and cut my beard off.
Or you
hey man, I've been working out.
That's a commitment, Chris.
I've been working out.
That's a commitment. Hey,
that's a commitment. Your date's gonna say that man went all in.
All in. So I'm serious about this.
Okay, Kevin, answer the question.
I would take off my shirt. I look good.
Thank you. What's the problem with y'all, man? What are y'all doing?
Well, see, they're playing the game to win.
No,
yeah.
I'm playing to lose.
Hey, it was a good one.
I think it's different. It's different if you're playing. See, the key thing to that word is a group of people.
Right.
So a group of people, I'm thinking in my mind, it's half men, half women.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking in my mind. So I'm not trying to be butt naked in front of no dudes like that.
Absolutely.
My sports days are over with.
But see, I just got a good sense of humor. That's what it is.
I mean, you can do that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, if it was a whole group of women, I'm just going. My first hand, I'm losing. I'm getting butt naked. I can't help.
Oh, you said one article of clothing?
We'll have a onesie on.
Everything coming up.
We'll have a onesie on.
Have on that jumpsuit.
Have on that one piece.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, check your nephew out, y'all. Hold on real quick. I know we're going a little bit over. Check your nephew out.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. Hey, look, black label, green label, white label, which label? Which label? I said green label, white label, black label, which label? Which label? Look, white label, I got this when the sky's up, when the sun's set. Hey, you don't know I got the black label when it's dark out. Yeah, I gotta work dark night. Green label when the monster out. I ain't gotta go and conquer now. Yeah, I ain't gotta go and conquer now. Look, why?
I ain't gonna play the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that.
I ain't gonna play the whole thing.
So he got some new music.
Yes.
So Greg, you said something about an announcement and that particular piece of music.
No, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Anyway, we got to get out of here.
All right.
I mean, we don't have to.
I mean, true that we don't have to.
Hey, I got 180 questions here. If you want to play this game.
Oh, I got about 8. I ain't got many because I don't. You guys are the seasoned relationship experts. I'm chilling.
He said I'm chilling.
I'm chilling.
It's up to you, G. Whatever you want to do, bro.
It's
All
up
right.
to y'all. What the team?
I'll ask one more question.
Go ahead, ask one more, Kevin.
If
Kevin,
your lovers,
before you do that, everybody look. Make sure you support the people that are on this panel as well as everybody else. Okay, Kevin has a book, The Indispensable. What is it? X and O's, right?
It's Indispensable Games of X's and O's, How I Learned Everything About Life. I learned playing high school football.
Okay, and
That's crazy. That's crazy. Everything I learned about life, I learned by playing basketball. Coach Effort.
It's the same things. It's the same principle, and it could be applied to business. It could be applied to your personal life.
Exactly. The reason, like every time I speak, I bring up those two gentlemen along with Greg. I bring them up because when I was a youngster, they pretty much at a young age taught me everything that I needed to know about business and life.
I appreciate you, bro, for that. All right. And he also got a book called Dating with the Full Deck. Okay, it's out on Amazon right now. So you guys support. All right. Go ahead, Kevin. That question.
All right. So okay. If your lover's best friend was cheating on their partner and you found out, would you tell your partner? And if yes, why? And if no, why not?
No.
I ain't getting in it.
It ain't none of my business.
My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it.
That's right.
I don't even know if I have
That's
an
my
answer
answer too,
why.
right there.
I just wouldn't do it. I don't have an answer as to why.
My only reason for not snitches get stitches.
Kevin,
it's against the code.
I'm sorry, Marcella.
You know something? This is more for Marcella than anyone else, because I know we're going to stick together. It's not our business, you know.
So what's up?
But I will tell you this.
Don't do that. Sisters, that's a great fine.
When I was in college, one of my fraternity brothers, my girl was cheating on me, and I never knew why she stopped coming around. It's because my partner confronted her in a type of way, defending me. And when I found out, I just laughed. I said, because, you know, I was cool no matter which way, but, you know, he didn't want me hurt, but he said I stepped in.
Yeah, nah, we will most definitely do that. We won't tell them though. Yeah. Like if we saw her out with someone else, we'll walk up to him and like, hey, how you doing? We'll do that for sure.
Right up in the face, like this. Hey, what's up with that?
You know me, Chris. I'm gonna go sit at the table. I'm a clown with mine. I'm gonna sit at the table.
Well, I mean, you know, it'll be a little overboard.
Hey, you gonna order from that side of the?
Man, I'm gonna grab some of his food. He gonna be mad.
Well, Greg, you're like me, because I dated a girl that was not honest with me. And Valentine's Day, the guy that was the star basketball player when I was in college gave her candy. Mm-hmm. I went up in the cafeteria, sat with her box of candy, and ate the candy in front of him.
There you go.
Wow.
Hey man, I'm not scared. Number one, and
dead
doing that. She know it's me. She know me and him cool. Man, I'm sitting at the table, man. I'm grabbing some of his food. What's up?
Because you know, my thing is sometimes men are like women are when it comes to their significant other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes they're blinded to the fact of their significant other is actually doing something. So sometimes if you tell him to put that strain on y'all relationship, you know what I'm saying, until he finds out it's true. Right. But at the time, he's gonna be like, nah, bro, not mine. You know, every man think that, not mine. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah. Lanita says I have in the past said something and it opened up to many questions. So now, nope.
Yeah, because she's gonna be like, what he look like, and then if she. Yeah, I ain't gonna even get into that. But yeah, I ain't gonna even get into it.
Marcella, you didn't dodge the question.
That's a woman's grapevine, man.
Let's go, Marcella.
Yeah.
Okay, ask the question one more time. If your significant other, if
one more time, shit. Go ahead.
Shut up. Go ahead, Kevin. One more time, baby.
No, answer the question. You heard
ask the question.
If your lover's best friend, okay, let's say Mo is your best friend of your lover, and you saw someone out, he was out cheating, would you tell your partner? Okay, this is all right.
Okay.
Well, since you put it that way, that's different. I thought you were saying if like.
No, I wouldn't knock him out, but you're dating his best friend, and so
Mhm.
you know, and you're in a relationship with his best friend, but you caught his best friend out wrong. Would you tell your lover that his best friend was out cheating on another girl
Oh,
or
would
another
would
boy?
I be telling my significant other?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's pillow
That's pillow
talk.
talk.
Yeah, that's
See, see me right here. The best secret is the one you tell yourself.
True that. I feel you on that, but
because you know, this is what happens if I'm dating Marcella, all right, and I find out that um, my best friend is cheating on someone. I'm not going to have that conversation because you know what happens is Marcella's got a best friend,
Yep.
and Marcella repeats that conversation.
That female
That
grapevine.
conversation gets repeated, and all of a sudden, Mo is all hemmed up. They go, "Who told you that?" Well, Marcella's best friend told me that. Whatever, Marcella,
Yep.
where'd you get that from Kevin?
There's the trust in a relationship.
That
Man.
well,
It's just,
that female grapevine is deep. Y'all don't know.
Yeah,
You're exactly right.
I put it like this. That happens. I think that happens more in high school relationships than it does in adult relationship.
No, it happens in adult relationships because I will be the first person to say I've got grown men that have family or whatever, and I've sat down and says, look, you got to weigh out the risk versus reward. I ain't going to tell you how to live your life, but I'm going to tell you from someone that has gone through divorce that I go back and I look at 5,500 square feet on two acres, and she's living in a house, and I bust my butt, whatever. You don't want to be on the receiving end of this conversation I'm having with you. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, it makes sense from a marriage standpoint, yeah. Not a relationship standpoint.
But
And that's what I was gonna say. That's a little different with that.
Yeah, but that's what a good friend will do. You know, I ain't gonna run interference for you and whatever, but I'm gonna say you think about the choices that you make in the relationship. I'm always gonna be your boy. Okay, we're gonna laugh about it when you leave the divorce court or whatever the case may be, and whatever, and we'll laugh about it. But it's gonna be like, Chris, you know, you saw it coming.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's ways to, like, if it's a situation where my best friend is cheating on his girl, wife, or whatever, and you and him know she's a good woman, then yeah, I have that talk with her, for sure.
Yeah.
I see
But
where you're coming from. That.
And that's what I call a good friend.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely, because I mean, happiness between friends makes happiness in family.
Yeah.
If you can go out on a couple dates and everything is on the up and up with no tension involved, then yeah, that's always a fun to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always loyal to my friends.
I'm
I
loyal
die-
to both folks.
I die for mine.
Yeah, ride or die.
Yeah,
But I'm also honest with my friends.
The key word is
always-
friends. That's the key word, friends.
Hey, but
Yeah,
you know
but you
what?
have to be honest with them. You have to.
And here's the other thing. Marcella never answered the question.
I already told you to answer that question. Female grapevine is the best grapevine in the whole world, son.
I need
That,
to hear it from
that
Marcella.
mug run deep.
I need to hear it from Marcella.
You guys got to excuse me because I'm a little loopy tonight.
Oh, here we go with the excuses. Come on.
It's not an excuse, it's the truth. Okay, so let me get it together. Okay, so I'm dating Mo B.
Yep.
His best friend,
Yep.
I see out with another woman. That ain't his normal woman. What would I do? I would let his best friend. I would maybe let his best friend know that I saw him, and I think I would say something to him because I would be very uncomfortable if I am friends with his significant other, and like you said, we're hanging out together and things of that nature, and I've gotten close to her. I don't want to come back. Whereas, well, Marcy knew, you know, and you know, we're kind of close or whatever, you know, too. I don't want that falling back on me. I would say something probably to his friend.
Okay.
You know, that I've seen this. I I can't tell you what to do. I'm not, your mom or whatever, but that would make me very, very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's get out of here, y'all. Chris,
All right.
last words.
Hang out, man.
I should have came on earlier. I was driving though.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for those last words, sir.
That's perfect, man.
All right.
It looked like this was a fun episode.
It was good, man. Like I said, Kevin
act like Greg, Chris.
Oh, he don't act like Greg. He acts like Kevin.
Yeah, but they're, the type of personality kind of like.
Right, except for the stalker part. It seemed like it was a great episode.
Everybody got quiet.
Right.
I'm not going to be bothered with that.
He dipped out.
So he dipped out. So, anyone have any more questions?
You know, Greg ain't gonna.
Huh?
You know, Greg, he trying to hide himself because he was the main culprit.
No, what happened was
Making excuses, Greg.
No, I'm telling the truth. I got a computer here. I got a laptop here. I got an iPad here, and I hit something that I shouldn't have hit. But this was what I was gonna. This was.
He didn't say what he used.
No, he said what he used. Stop, Jill. This is what I was going to say. Actually, it's hold on. I'm sorry. It's
8:44.
It's Kevin's turn. Kevin, what can you leave us with? Chris, you do that.
There you go. I'm just going to say, when it comes to relationship, just be you. Allow someone to get to know you, and be open. Don't be judgmental. Don't carry baggage into a fresh relationship, and create a great experience in a relationship. Just be you. That's probably the best advice, and and just go from there. Just live.
Cool. Marcella.
I would just say, within relationships, just be honest and communicate. And if you're always honest, if the relationship is meant to be, it'll be, versus not being honest, and then you're getting into something and you're liking that person and you're starting, to get close, then the lies come out. Lies always, what happens in dark come out. Gonna come out eventually.
Absolutely. Mo?
I'm going to piggyback on the same thing that Marcella says. Always a big communicator. Respect, love unconditionally, and just remember, don't do nothing that you wouldn't want done to you.
That's good.
Very good. Very good.
I'll say something, Greg.
Yeah, go ahead.
In relationships, our job is to keep you happy, not make you happy. Should come in a situation already happy. It's our job to keep you happy.
True that.
So I piggyback off what everyone said on here. If you can't handle the hardship that you put on others, don't put it on others.
Right.
Well, that was deep.
My dad told me a long time ago, man. He said, if you're in a relationship and the relationship doesn't last, leave that woman better than you started with, be it physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Leave her better, because that's what she deserves. Okay, we as men, we need to soothe women's souls. If we soothe that soul, we have a companion for life. It's not always what we can get from somebody, from her. It's what we can give to her, because if we give freely from our hearts, we're going to get back 100-fold from a woman. Trust me, we're going to get it back. All right. And don't always come looking for something, man. Don't just do you. Be yourself in the relationship. Don't be phony. And somebody told me, if you start the relationship off with buying this and doing that, keep it up. All right. Because that's what she expects. That's what you showed her. Be transparent.
Great.
Yeah.
You know I love Pops. You ain't hear nothing he was talking about. What is
it? Me? You could look. I got a resume, dude. Ask any woman that I've been with except for one.
Maybe 2.
I'm gonna ask that one. That's the one you always supposed to ask. The one that's gonna talk bad about you because they're gonna keep it. For real.
Don't ask her, man.
Why not? That's the one you're supposed to ask.
Okay, but hey, that anyway, we're closing out, so I just wanted to say that. Okay, everybody, shout out. I want to give a shout out to people that are making history as well. Okay, this is Black History Month. Victor Vincent, all right, he always gives me a shout out on his podcast, playing the music. Okay, Victor V is his DJ name. All right, shout out to that brother right there checking us out. Shout out to everybody who's doing their thing. Shout out to the African Television Network, Fume. I got you, bruh. Shout out to everybody on LinkedIn who checks us out, YouTube who checks us out, and you guys. We will be back tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing, but we're coming.
Spoken word, no?
Pardon me? Oh, that's right. It is spoken word. We're coming back with some
spoken word Wednesday.
You need to get on here, Chris. You need to come back through.
If I'm free, I'll be here.
All right. Can I pay you? I mean, does it cost?
No, it don't cost. It's just, that time of the year, man. Beginning of the year is my busiest time, bro.
I know. End of the year is mine. Everybody gives all of it. Look, Chris, congratulations on all your new endeavors. All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Kevin got some things going on. Mo doing some things. Marcy doing some things. I'm doing some things. How come Chris get all of the accolades and he ain't never here?
Well, if you want to answer that question, you put him on center stage. That's your fault.
That's what I'm saying. And look, it happens every time, Kev. I told him stop talking about me. People won't be asking for me.
I ain't got no choice because number one, all of y'all are my brothers and sisters, so I got to put y'all out there on center stage.
I appreciate you.
But number two, how come I always got to be the bald head stepchild? She said, "Stop it, Greg." No, hell no. I got to always be this bald head. Anyway, it's time to go.
Hey, Greg, chance and choice. You choose to be the bald head stepchild.
Bruh, we love you.
Hey, I love you, man.
Chris.
You know what?
I already know what it is, big bro. You know I love you, man. Come on.
Oh, that's a brat. Oh my.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you when Dating with the Full Deck becomes a screenplay, Greg, you're a character. You'll be the character.
Hey, let me film it. Let me film it. I love you too, Lanita. You already know. Thank you, Bree. She probably ain't talking to me though about that.
And Chris, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all good. Hey, we went over today, man. I had some fun.
Yeah.
It's all good. Man,
Do you, Chris? And hey, Chris.
Spoken word.
Dream big, brother. Dream big.
Thank you, brother.
Chris, right now we just strengthened the base of Dope Living TV Live, okay? Bringing the brother Kevin on, okay? Kevin, hang out with us, man. It's a whole lot of shit we doing, dude, okay?
Hey, just let me know.
Oh, you already know. It's already done.
Mm-hmm.
We playing basketball. Chris, I'm gonna let it go. All right, this is Dope Living TV Live, okay? We will see you guys tomorrow. Hey, shout out to everybody that's doing their thing, living the dream. Keep it going, y'all. Don't stop. Close that door behind you and don't look back. Blinders, blinders.
Hey,
right?
and don't get off once the credits roll.
Peace.
We do after.
I know the rules. I know the rules.
He know the routine. You ain't been here, bro. Anyway, Dope Living Live. We'll see you tomorrow. Spoken word.
Peace.